Day 14. Arena's analysis of the whale fall shows evidence of toxins from a harmful algal bloom. We have to find Andrea and her family and get biosamples. On a positive note, Andre's side trip was a success. He found an amazing group of teens who have been nurturing the turtle population back to health. Running out of dive time, especially if I go home early. Ready to dive. I'm in and okay. This area looks so different at night. I used to love diving in the moonlight.
The pod was active in this area as recently as an hour ago.
When was the last tracking data for the baby or its mother?
Days ago. But they could be with the pod right now and just not making any noise.
Alright. Hello everyone and welcome back to Beyond Blue, where we are trying to piece together what's happened to our whales, turn in whoever has been terribly affecting this underwater sea life with the underwater mining they've been doing, and making progress on our discoveries here. Let's see what the next step is going to be. Alright. There we go.
There you go, first waypoint. They'll load automatically from here on in. I have the Explorer drones patrolling to get as many eyes and ears looking for the pod as possible.
Do I need the buoys?
No, we'll use the hydrophones on the drones. They don't have the range or fidelity of the buoys, but we need speed.
Thanks.
There's the Great Barracuda.
Mirai, you know that no chatter rule was just for the vent area, right?
I'm sorry?
I think he's pointing out that you seem distracted.
Sorry. I'm back. Talk to me about something positive, Andre. Were you able to make contact with the teenagers you were telling me about?
They've been helping the leatherback turtle population rebound here in the region. They've developed a nest cooling technology to help the baby turtles. They've also built their own tracking drones.
Teens with tech.
Wow.
Sounds like you've inspired some citizen scientists, Andre.
That's fantastic. And here we are, zooming in on a sperm whale for a biosample. Alright, don't mind us. Just coming on in, and there we go. A healthy sperm whale. W1. That seems like a new guy. Alright, so we've got him. And now we can go ahead and track down the others that we are finding. What's this? Can you imagine being able to ping around and use technology to create your own sense of echolocation? So that just like all of these animals are able to triangulate themselves and sense what's out there beyond what our eyes can see, we're able to do it too. Hey, there's our whale shark friend. And his little remora buddies. I love remoras. Alright, so we want to go ahead and zoom scan him for a biosample too.
Have you decided whether or not you want another dive back at the brine pool?
With everything going on, I really hadn't had the chance to look at the schedule. I would always say yes to that.
Right.
Man, I love whale sharks. And I love their little remora buddies. I always feel like they're going, get 'em, boss! I wonder what whale sharks eat. There's so much more to learn. I'll never become bored or lonely in life, I feel, because there's just so much to discover. And I'm part of this world, and you guys are too. We all share it together. That's one of the reasons I think it's so important to make sure we treat it right. The love we show to the world is also the love we show to ourselves. Maybe that's why it's so hard for people to just do the right thing lately.
I found the underweight orca.
If you can easily collect a sample, we might as well screen him for toxins and pathogens.
Malnourished, huh? Okay. So that orca's not been getting enough food. I feel like there's a lot here, but you have to chase it down in order to be able to eat. Alright, let's zoom in on this next one. A lot of these guys we've already scanned because we were so thorough earlier. Not you, though.
I don't remember having dolphins in the dive objectives.
I added them because of their role in the disease that hit the dolphin population a few years back.
Alright, let's zoom in on them.
Done. Andre,
Healthy.
have you picked up any tags from our pod?
No, not yet. I'm gonna widen the radius for the Explorer drones.
There we go. Any others? See, those dolphins I would think would normally be a snack for the orca, but again, you have to catch them. Alright, so then this next one over here is going to be another one that we want a good bile sample from. I don't think I would have the courage to go diving in the ocean in the moonlight. What about all of you? I would need to learn so much more about it to feel comfortable, I think.
I'm near the waypoint and can hear a humpback singing, but I don't see it. I think I'm losing it. It's gotta be close. I feel like it's singing right in my ear.
Try a scan visor.
That's totally weird. I see a scan dot, but nothing's there. I think the humpback is invisible.
Sorry, I'm afraid I'm the invisible whale.
I'm definitely losing it. I thought you just said you're an invisible whale.
Well, not me. The humpback song I generated. You're at a playback station. It's pretty small on the buoy line, but in the dark you probably can't see the line.
Well, it must be pretty authentic. At least enough to convince you pro.
And that's exciting. I wonder what the generated song is like.
Have you heard back from Ren yet?
No.
Is Ren okay? Mirai, are you there?
I'm not sure.
Pardon?
I meant about Ren. I don't know. We had a fight right before I left the sub.
Do you want to call her now? I can patch you through.
Seriously? Here?
Well, I have to watch your video feed for safety, but I can mute your audio track for privacy.
Wow, I've never talked to her while I was diving. No, I'll wait for the sub.
I really don't want to get too distracted right now. Oh, there's the humpback. Alright, come on, buddy. Let's go ahead and zoom up right about there.
Okay, Mirai, you're on.
Healthy.
The drone on the outer patrol just picked up several sperm whales on visual.
Yes.
No sound alerts at all. They're being awfully quiet.
Are they sleeping? Let's go see. I wonder when sperm whales sleep. Like, how is that relevant? The day-night cycle, circadian rhythms. Do fish have circadian rhythms? Do they need them? Oh, look, I think they're sleeping. Yeah.
I think I found the pod. Yes, that is them. I don't see the baby, but it's a little dark.
Why aren't they moving?
They're sleeping.
I had no idea. They look alien, but beautiful.
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna mute my comm while I get the samples.
I don't think I can hear us through your visor.
I think she is the one that is needing some quiet.
Thanks, Serena. Catch you at the sub. Mirai out.
Okay, so apparently there's low-level toxins that they're struggling with right now. Yeah, low-level toxin detected in A3, A9, and A14. I think that means that the whale that we found, A2, I don't think she died of natural causes then. They're sleeping. Look at this, you guys. We're floating with a bunch of sleeping humpback whales. That's amazing. But that still makes me wonder, like, why do they need sleep? At what time do they sleep? There we are. Alright. I think we woke them up. Their family. Humpback whales will stay in their family group. The females, at least. For pretty much their entire lives. The males will wander through the ocean. You know my mommy. She's the ocean doctor. The ocean is sick and she's trying to make it better. Dr. Mandy Joy's daughter. Alright. That was amazing. Oh, we've been moving things around in here, huh? Marzipan. Apparently we've been eating some marzipan. Thinking about our grandma. What do we have here? Evidence of the mining. Gonna turn that in. That's what I meant a few days ago when I was talking about how important it would be to have well watched over and well protected industries, because no pun meant because we're dealing with whales, Because if you have the power in the area, I feel like you're going to use it in the wrong way unless there's something to check you and make sure that you don't get into trouble. But we're missing Andrea. So A2 died, and she was one of the oldest, and we're missing the baby and her mother. I hope everything's okay.
Hello, Mirai. It's me. I don't see a sample from either the baby or the mother. Andre said you were going back out to look for them. I know you are still deciding, but I told him you're thinking about leaving the expedition early. As soon as I have results, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Mirai, I think I have a location for the mother and baby. They were spotted just outside the research zone by those teenagers I was telling you about. Now, I don't have much data,
Young
but
scientists.
the report doesn't sound positive.
Teenagers
I'll
is
let
too-
Irina know as well.
Not enough. All right. And Ren?
Hello?
Were you asleep?
Were you asleep? It's the middle of the day. Why does that matter?
I didn't know I was going to be that confrontational.
Did the doctor say anything other than Nana missed the window?
Not really.
Did you ask him the questions I said?
Didn't seem to be any point. Listen, I'm exhausted. I'll catch you later, okay?
Bren, please don't hang up. Bren? Okay.
I mean, our sister's dealing with a lot, so I could also see that side of it too. My dad's a full-time caretaker of my mom, and I mean, people really underestimate just how exhausting and all-consuming it is. So I don't blame our sister. Oh, look, and there's actually a whale vertebrae that you can see to the right here for being exhausted. And honestly, like doing all the work, taking someone else to the doctor, and then getting phone calls that almost sound accusatory about why we didn't do more, ask more, without taking on the emotional burden of being there. Not cool. Coastal region. Last dive, coastal runoff, large HAB. I wonder what that means. The atoll. Didn't anyone detect the bloom? Oh, is the HAB the hostile bloom that we need to watch out for? There's a lot going on.
Same night, last dive. We're near the coastal area where Andrea and her mother were last spotted. Suit checked and rechecked. Can't risk any exposure in case the bloom hasn't completely resolved. Hard to swim after absorbing neurotoxin. Seriously. Diving now.
So this is our last dive? I feel like almost everything is so unanswered.
Are you sure you want to do this dive?
I'm okay.
And you're sure you want to record in our streaming format?
Yes.
Ready? Recording now.
Tonight we're recording from the open ocean in the Western Pacific. For those of you who are returning, we're trying to get an updated status on the mother and baby sperm whale that we've been following on our stream. We're recording tonight's stream because we have reports that the mother whale is distressed, and we don't want to surprise viewers if these reports are true.
After discovering a whale fall in our research zone, we suspected that the whales may have been exposed to a toxin or pathogen, and are currently investigating. Samples from several females in the pod tested positive for a toxin that we believe resulted from exposure to a harmful algal bloom near the coastal area just outside our research zone.
Probably runoff from agriculture or industry. Those algal blooms are not always a natural occurrence. More often in modern times, they're the result
As
of
I approach the
agricultural
whales, I'm gonna
pesticides
turn
running
off
off
my
into the
mic,
ocean.
but keep on my video feed. No.
The whales that we tested showed low level of this toxin, so we do not believe they will suffer from long-term effects. However, we expect that the mother whale was exposed to a higher level and was also more vulnerable because of her pregnancy.
The orcas. This will be a hard place to be soon.
Andre, those orcas sure look like they're threatening the baby whale.
this is what I was talking about a bit ago. Without the rest of her family here to help defend the baby, she died, huh? So the mom died. She was too weak from her pregnancy. And the baby's not going to be safe. Ah, there's the rest of her family, though. But will she have enough milk? They nurse for anywhere from 4 to up to 12 years from their mother. For now, at least she
Stay
has a
close to
shot.
your aunties. They know the way.
It's an invisible world where all the choices that we make on the surface have deep ramifications.
As far as we know, those were the only 2 whales affected by the bloom. With all of Andrea's technology genius, he still hasn't invented a way to be in 2 places at the same time. Before my flight home landed, Irina and Andre had already confirmed the location of the harmful bloom. I stayed close to home with Nana until she passed the next year. Ren moved in with me to save money while she finished school, which was great. Mostly. It was Ren's idea to keep the live stream going remotely using one of Andrea's drones. But it was my fabulous idea to have Ren join the stream to choose the questions from the audience. She is definitely a hit. I can't lie. It's great to be diving again. While I was away, the baby became an auntie. I think she likes it. She still buzzes me when I play my coda sounds, so that is still a mystery. But I swear, we understand each other completely.
And there we go, guys. The story of Beyond Blue. Literally just a handful of dives into some of the wonders and mysteries of the open ocean, and a excellent way of reminding us how all of the choices we make every day actually have an impact on a whole world that is, for the most part, invisible to all of us. The other day, somebody kind of confrontational asked me why I'm vegan. And I won't go into the long of it. But I would encourage all of you guys to think about how the choices that we make, from how much plastic we use to what we put on our plate, to how big a car we drive, to how big a house we one day live in, they're not made in isolation. And they're going to affect a whole web of a world around us. A world that right now, I really think is beyond our ability to fully understand or appreciate. And I can only hope that maybe we'll fall more in love with it, and through that love, be willing to protect it and learn more about it. And I don't know, I guess some people feel really helpless when they think about the choices they make having such big ramifications, even though it feels like it shouldn't be that big. Yes, what you put on your plate matters. How much you drive around matters. All of it matters, but that means that you matter. And on the flip side, that means the choices that you make matter for good as well. So I just hope that gives you guys some thought to turn over. Maybe some seeds of awe and wonder and curiosity to put deep inside of your heart. And I hope whatever choices you decide to make moving forward, they'll be good ones. I love this world. I love that we share it together. And I hope I can trust you, just like you can trust me, to make the most of it and protect it. So alright guys, there's that. I can't wait to see where our adventures are going to take us. And if you guys would like to join us as we carry on with our discoveries, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, guys, stay curious and do good. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.